All right, guys, good morning. 2 days ago, I made a video about three stocks, SOFI, Tesla, and Mara. And I want to give you an update on where we're at 2 days later. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, put notifications on. All this is time sensitive, and drop a like. That's all I would ask for. I truly appreciate that. And I'm pretty much all in on these stocks. I talk a lot about crypto also, but I'm a really big believer in the three stocks I'm going to talk about in today's video, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why. So if we look at SoFi right now, from 2 days ago, we were trading at under $10, right? And now we're at 10.58, it looks like. So it's looking really good. We'll look at the weekly in a minute because that's really what tells me when to buy, when to sell. Let's pull up Tesla real quick. So Tesla on a daily time frame made a video 2 days ago, right around the same area. We're down a couple bucks on Tesla from that video that I made a couple days ago. Now Tesla does have earnings today, so it's definitely something you want to be aware of. Usually on earning days, Tesla has very volatile moves, either up or down. I do think it's interesting that we do have an open gap at 232 right now, almost 233. And I'm bullish long term for Tesla. So we'll look at the weekly on this in a second also. And then if we look at Mara real quick, so Mara is a Bitcoin miner. I first told Patreon members, I mean, we've been in it for a little bit, but we recently bought under 17. I believe it was down here where this line is, about 1688 is when the alert went out. And you can see now we're trading at 1857 for Mara. So again, of course, make sure you join the Patreon down below. We had 2 new people sign up yesterday, so thank you for joining. Appreciate you for being a part of the team. They got locked in on the Discord, and now they're part of the community. We're throwing out a lot of different stocks and crypto, so make sure you invest in yourself. I always ask myself this question before, like going into any events, any coaching, anything like that, is the money I'm going to spend on this, can I at least make it back? So ask yourself, if you join, can you at least make the $10 back a month, right? I've called a lot of different ones. CIFR was the most recent. Very great trade. I'm up over 80%. Buy at 308. Yesterday it was over like 550, I believe. So absolutely insane gains in a matter of a month. We got a bunch more coming. So let's check out SoFi. Okay, and let's pull up the weekly because this is really what's going to tell me, guys, when to get out. Now I have taken some profit because we were buying all the way in this area. Okay, so we're up over 50, 60%. So I had to take some profit. I put that profit into Mara, which I feel like is very undervalued when that was under $17. Okay, so now where's SoFi going? Well, if we first look at the Keltner lines, let me actually break all this down real quick, and then we'll break down the RSI and everything else. MACD cross down here. This was a great sign that was telling us, if you are patient, this is going to be a great time to buy. This was around $6.52. And I think, guys, let me show you this real quick because you're going to want to follow me on X because I give you free call outs too. Yeah, it's pinned to my page actually on July 3rd. I said SoFi to 960 minimum. Here's why. And then this was priced at 652, guys. You can see right here. 652 is when I made this post. And I break down the charts for you guys. So make sure you at least follow me on X. The link is down below. Obviously, I'll probably get rid of this pin. I'll post a new stock that I'm feeling really bullish on right now. They've had 2 great earning reports as well. So I'm still a big, big believer in SoFi. And then I said we're going to 14 bucks. This was as of July 3rd, right? So if we go back to the chart and we look at July 3rd, that was over here, this dip right here. This was right when the MACD crossed. Okay, so I was absolutely correct. And that's why you should follow me because I also call Palantir at $7, $8. Okay, so SoFi went on a monster rally. MACD's looking great. But I really want us to touch the Keltner line. Like, I'm going to trade this stock, and I want to collect more shares overall because I'm bullish on SoFi in the long term. But I will be getting out or I'll sell a majority of it at least, when we start touching these yellow Keltner lines. You could see massive pullbacks, right? I mean, even this one right here, guys, like if we touch the yellow Keltner line and it pulled back literally over 20-25% in a matter of a couple weeks, and then it swung higher. So that could definitely happen again. You can see how wide the MACD got, how wide it is right now. And then if we look at the RSI, you can see we're getting overbought on a weekly. We're over 71. Now we can definitely push higher. You can see we could pull back a little bit. Okay, and then we can have another swing up like this one, and then time to sell. But we haven't even touched the Kelvin lines yet. So right now I'm waiting. We have earnings, I believe, on the 29th of this month. So that's going to tell us a lot. But you can even see that the 1.618 level is right above $15. And this is really the area that we're looking for, because there's going to be a ton of resistance in this area. But right now, SoFi looks absolutely amazing. Let's dig into Tesla a little bit, and then we'll talk about Mara. So Tesla also, this is a daily. Let's pull up a weekly. So the weekly is just hanging on this 21 EMA. Like, I don't really like that the stochastic is pointing down. This needs to curl. You can see every time it curls up, that means momentum's going up. Right now, momentum's going down, going into earnings, which isn't necessarily the best. But in the long run, I am still bullish on Tesla. You can see we have a huge block of volume here. We do have an open gap of volume, which is kind of alarming, down to about 199, 200. So if they have bad earnings today, I would not be surprised if we break down back to this trend line that we broke out of. Because remember, guys, this was huge resistance at one point, and we broke out of it. So if they have a bad earnings, I would not be surprised if this comes down to, let's just say, the $200 level, okay, to this next stack of volume. If they have a great earnings and Elon says great things on the call, then I would not be surprised for us to move up here to 234, 233. That was also the open gap that I shared with you earlier today in this video. We have an open gap at 232, 233, right in this area, which is a big peak of volume. So again, it could go either way, which is pretty annoying and scary. I guess short term for me, for Tesla, if it drops, guys, I'll actually appreciate that, because then I would just move some money around and buy more Tesla down here. If it moves up, great. I've added more at 215, 215 and some change. So I bought some a couple weeks ago on this dip right here, about 215 and a half. So I'll be very happy if we move up. And I still think this is going to go to about $300. That's my next price target. But yeah, that's really it for Tesla. So let's dig into Mara now. Mara, I do think can double easily. Like, that is the fastest I believe that can double. SoFi from these levels can still double, but I was more convicted around 7 to 14. So that would be a double. And that's probably the next time I'll sell, depending again on everything that I talked about in this video. But looking at the weekly, this is really important for Mara. You can see we have a MACD cross. Okay, so every time we have a MACD cross, Mara goes on a massive run. You can also see the RSI is not overbought yet. It's gotten much higher at peaks, at least 70. Like, Mara's going to go on a run. I would wait till at least 70 for me personally to sell. This is not financial advice. I'm not financial advisor. It's all my own opinion. But you could just look at this, guys, and see when the MACD crosses, it goes on a rally. MACD crosses, it goes on a rally. I even drew it out, all the percentage gains from all the MACD crosses. So right now, trading above the 21 EMA, okay, we did a back test this week so far, and it's Wednesday. I do think Mara looks just like this, okay? Identical. Like, it looks like it's going to have a massive run like this. When this happened, when the MACD cross happened, Mara was at $9.57. Over the next several months, it ran all the way up to $31. Okay, so you do the math. It's a great return on investment in a matter of a couple months. And I broke down all this to Patreon members. If you guys want to know exactly what I'm buying, and I usually post about 10 to 20 stocks in crypto every single week. If you want to know exactly when I'm buying and what I'm buying, make sure you join the links out down below. If you want to know when I'm selling also, and when you should start to sell, make sure you join the links out down below. I actually teach. It's not just buy here, sell here. I want you to learn so that you can take this for the rest of your life, guys. If you start to understand what I'm talking about, I mean, this will change your family's life forever if you really take it seriously. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for being here, and we'll absolutely see you on the next one.